Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. 1904 saw very unassuming four friends come together to lay the foundation of an organization which even they never fathomed would span across continents and branch out to 220 countries, encompassing 34 zones with 535 districts and 35,000 member clubs, and be known in the coming time for its contribution to the eradication of diseases and upliftment of people across boundaries, irrespective of class, color, creed, or community. In the process, bringing men and women together to celebrate and serve selflessly on the common ground christened Rotary. Then and now, a lot has changed and a lot of water has flown in the rivers, but the indomitable spirit of giving and selfless service of this amazing organization still remains the same. The reason being its keen ability to adapt and evolve. Today, on the 3rd of July 21, we shall witness a legacy of district Rotary leadership being passed on from one Rotary flag bearer to the other. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand felicitation of the District Governor 3250 Rotarian Pratim and the joint installation of the 7 grand Rotary Clubs of Jamshedpur, Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Main, Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Dalma, Rotary Club of Jamshedpur West, Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Steel City, Rotary Club of Jamshedpur East, Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Femina, and Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Midtown. So without further delay, I urge you to brace yourself for the arrival of our District Governor 2122, Rotarian Pratim Banerjee, followed by a very IPDG Rotarian Rajan Gandotra and the other stalwarts of the Rotary world. District Governor Rotarian Pratim being welcomed by our AGs, Rotarian Shweta Sound and Rotarian Sangeeta Jha. Rotary-led Chirag. Now we have the arrival of IPDG Rotarian Rajan Gandotra. Spouse Rotarian Anju Gandotra being welcomed. Rotarian Sanjay Khenka. DRR Harsh Raj.
Sharath, go ahead. You have to unmute yourself, Sharath.
The last 2 years have had all of us on our knees and acknowledge in unison that we as an existence is a mere minuscule in the cosmic dance of the universe, and that every act of arrogance and taking the free gifts of life for granted shall be heavily paid for. In the memory of our loved ones and others who have lost their life, who have lost their lifelines, their kith and kin, and those wonderful Rotarians who are not in our midst, I implore we maintain a moment of profound silence. We now move on to a dance rendition by Samriddhi Mitra. Samriddhi is a student of Standard 9, Tarapur School, Jamshedpur. Her hobbies, swimming, reading, and dancing. A fifth-year Bharatanatyam practitioner with a green belt at Taekwondo. Samriddhi.
Start.
Let us welcome Samriddhi Mitra, who is going to perform a welcome dance.
ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरे जहां
So that was very beautiful and divine. We now unfurl the formal part of the evening with the lighting of the devotional lamp by our esteemed dignitaries, IPDG Rotarian Rajan Gandokraji, Rotarian Anjuji, District Governor Rotarian Pratim, First Lady Suchanda, and DRR Harsh. Okay, no, because my agenda did not have that. Okay. Because the last one got it. Call upon Assistant Governor Rotarian Shweta Chandji to come forward and please formally welcome the gathering. Maybe have the spotlight on Shweta ji, please.
Am I audible? Pranav?
Yes. Yeah.
Am I clear? Okay. A very good evening to one and all present. It gives me immense pleasure to extend a very warm welcome to all of you. Dil se. To this evening's gathering, felicitation of District Governor Rotarian Pratim Banerjee 2021-22, District Retract Representative 21-22, Retractor Harshraj Mishra, and all the incoming presidents and secretaries of the office bearers of 7 Jamshedpur Rotary Clubs and also of District Retract Team 21-22. It's such a lovely evening. Friends, let's put our hands together wholeheartedly and welcome the Chief Guest, RI Director, Rotarian A.S. Venkatesh. We welcome you, sir, to this gathering. With the loving hearts of all present, we welcome the guest of honor, RPRID and Chair RI Membership Rotarian Kamal Sanghvi and his wonderful spouse, Rotarian Sonal Sanghvi. We welcome you, sir and ma'am. Dear Smile Gifters, let's together welcome the District Governor 21-22, Rotarian Pratim Banerjee, and his ever-smiling and charming spouse, Rotarian Suchanda Banerjee. Cheers to you. They'll say, together we shall do more and grow more. We also welcome the Rotary-led Chirag Banerjee and Mukta Banerjee to this evening's special gathering of your dads in felicitation and installation ceremony. A hearty welcome, they'll say, to the young couple, IPDG Rotarian Rajan Gandotra and his graceful spouse, Rotarian Anju Gandotra. Sir, we admire your enthusiasm and high spirits in serving the community in the challenging time and keeping the Rotary flag flying high in the Rotary year which just passed by. Seek your blessings and good wishes for this Rotary year. A hearty welcome to the DGN Rotarian Sanjeev Thakur and his lovely wife, Rotarian Poonam Thakur. We welcome you, sir and ma'am. A hearty welcome to DGND Rotarian SP Bagaria ji and his gracious wife to this evening's gathering. Thank you for having come over. I request the audience to join me in extending a very warm-hearted welcome to all the past presidents, all the past district governors who are amongst us in this gathering this evening. Thank you for gracing the occasion. We welcome all the AGs of 2021-22 of District 3250. They'll say, thank you for your presence. We now welcome all the past presidents of all clubs present this evening with us. They'll say, Abhar. I'm delighted to offer a pleasant welcome to all the incoming and outgoing presidents and secretaries to this special ceremony. This is for the incoming presidents. Life is not a brief candle. It is a splendid torch, which we have in our hands for a brief moment. May you make it burn as brightly as possible before handing over to the next leader. May you leave a mark in the sands of time as you take a step forward. Congratulations and best wishes, and thank you for gracing the occasion. Now let's cheerfully welcome the supportive pillars of all the clubs, that is, our dear club members and their spouses. Also glad to welcome our friends of Rotary. Thank you for sparing your valuable time. Last but not the least, we welcome the members of the press without whom this evening's function is incomplete. It is because of them we are able to enlighten the people of Bihar and Jharkhand of the good work Rotary does day in and day out. Thank you and welcome all.
Thank you, ma'am, for this wonderful welcoming. Ladies and gentlemen, our immediate past district governor, Rajan Gandotra ji, the man who was gifted with the inconvenience of the challenges of COVID-19 against the goals and targets set by the RI. This amazing leader took it with a stride and shared success stories of service and unimaginable contribution, constantly motivating his team and urging them to action. Rare do we come across leaders with such ease and down-to-earth attributes. I request DG 2021 Rajan Gandotra ji to address the gathering.
Dear DG Pratim and First Lady Suchanda, galaxy of past governors, DG Sanjeev and Poonam, DGN Prakash and Ranjana, dear assistant governors, presidents, secretaries, other office bearers, Rotarians, Rotractors, friends and guests. Very good evening to all of you. Congratulations, dear Pratim and dear Suchanda, for taking over the leadership responsibility of District 3250. You are going to motivate the team of new club leaders for 21-22 to achieve new milestones in Rotary service. With the best motivator of all times, RA President Shekhar Mehta leading this batch of smile gifter governors, there is no reason why we will not achieve the best. We have just completed over 15 months of the most challenging times of our lives. Rotary clubs, club leaders and Rotary members have stepped out as silver lining in the dark clouds, and we have seen the best of day-to-day service activities. Clubs have adapted to the changes and opened doors of opportunities to serve those who did not have any windows. In my recent close encounters with my batch of trailblazer leaders, I have learned the best lesson. You just have to ask, show the way and say thank you. They will take care of the rest. On a personal note, let me assure you, on my behalf and on behalf of all trailblazer leaders, assistant governors, president and secretaries of 2021 batch, we are ready to walk the distance step by step, hand in hand. Just tell us what to do whenever the need be. I can say, तू जहाँ जहाँ चलेगा, मेरा साया साथ होगा, मेरा साया साथ होगा. To all the smile gifters, make yourselves and make your families proud. Make the communities you live in and all around you to be proud of you. Make District 3250 proud. Let President Shekhar be proud when he says, service is the rent we pay to occupy our space on earth, and leads you with his RI theme, serve to change lives. Go and fulfill your Rotary dreams. God bless you all. Thank you.
Sir, we humbly present to you a certificate of gratitude, spelling out a tree planted in your name at the Tata Forest. The certificate, please. Thank you. The past district governors, the mentors of our district, have always played a vital role in ensuring diligence to the values and the structure of our organization. May we now have the blessings of our PDGs played, please. Thank you. And coming to the highlight of today's evening, I would request DG 2021 and District Governor 2122 to please do the honor of exchanging the Rotary District Governor's collar. Thank you. May we request DG Rotarian Pratim and First Lady Suchanda ji to please hand over the token of gratitude and long-lasting friendship and mentorship to IPDG Rotarian Rajan Gandotra ji and Rotarian Anju ji. Wow. Moving on to knowing our district governor, Rotarian Pratim Banerjee. May we have the video introduction of DG Pratim Banerjee be played.
I no longer feared the darkness. Once I knew the phoenix in me would rise from the ashes. The treasure trove of the German Empire, Nuremberg, Germany, was the cauldron of turmoil in the Nazi era and was bombed heavily to dust by the Allies in the early 40s. But Nuremberg rose again. This is the very birthplace of Rotarian Pratim Banerjee. His parents, though, had a very different plan for toddler Pratim and chose to relocate to Jamshedpur, India to help him connect with his roots and walk the surface, tall and grounded. Armed with a strong academic background from Loyola School Jamshedpur, +2 from Bishop Cotton, Bangalore, and a Bachelor of Engineering, Industrial and Production from RV College of Engineering, Bangalore, young Pratim traveled to Africa and Europe, associating with companies of interest to learn his trade by experience. And when the prodigal son did return, he served his family company as an employee and rose to being the director of Al Jamein Engineering Bureau, Private Limited, and of ABC Healthcare Center. Being a people's man came easy to him, and connecting was his forte. It was this trait that had two Rotarians reach out and usher him into the world of service above self. He owes his journey in Rotary to his mentors, late Rotarian Kamal Mida and past President Rotarian Rajiv Talwar, and makes mention of them with a deep sense of gratitude. Within months of his joining Rotary Club of Jamshedpur West, Rotarian Pratim was made the primary contact for an industrial workers' health project. And by the end of the first year, Rotarian Pratim was the recipient of the Outstanding Rotarian Award. Thereon, Rotarian Pratim never looked back and started gearing up for his good run at Rotary. In 2009-10, he won the District Award for the Best Club Secretary and secured the RI citation for Revenues of Service. In 2010-11, he won the district recognition as the District Chairman Interact. 2012-13, as the club president, he got 33 RI and district awards. In 2013-14, the RI citation as the Club Builder Award was handed over to him, and graduated from the RLI as a trainer. In 2014-15, the district recognition as the editor of the district directory and as District Interact Chair was bestowed on him. In 2015-16, the district recognition for the Outstanding Assistant Governor. In 2016-17, district recognition as the pillar of RID 3250. In 17-18, the Rotary Foundation citation for meritorious service was bestowed on Rotarian Pratim. The people's man makes an effort never to miss on connecting. He has attended the Sydney Convention in 2014, the Seoul Convention 2016, the Hamburg 2019 Convention. He has also attended 10 district conferences and about 18 international club meetings. All this, Rotarian Pratim fondly says, wouldn't have been possible if not for his soulmate and partner wife, Suchanda, a part-time educationist, an award-winner philatelist, and a leading numismatic. The couple is blessed with a beautiful daughter and son. Daughter Mugdha, who did her masters in international marketing from Milan, Italy, is now employed with Speerliner Hamburg, Germany, a subsidiary of Lufthansa. Son Chirag, with a BBA in finance and accountancy from Christ University, is presently employed with Northern Trust of USA, the hedge fund division, and is based in Bangalore. Rotarian Pratim firmly believes it is not where you start that's important, but where you finish. Ladies and gentlemen, District Governor 2122, Rotarian Pratim Banerjee.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor and request DG Rotarian Pratim Banerjee to please address the August gathering.
Good evening. Namaskar, dear smile gifters. Pranam to my senior past district governors and all the district seniors. A high five to my fellow Rotractors. Are you ready to serve and change lives? I am sure you are all saying yes, and that's how it is to be. When I got elected, I had a dream. The first dream of mine was to have this ceremony in person, where I would, to all my seniors, bend down for the blessings and a hug, वो जादू की झपकी from my fellow Rotarians. मगर ये कोविड का वक्त हमारे बीच में आकर it has spoiled everything. बहुत दुख है, मगर इस बात की खुशी है कि at least the vaccines are in sight and the distribution through Rotary is going to be swift, and that will enable us to see each other. फिर से वो ये हाथ मिलाएंगे जिसकी हमारा दिल तरस रहा है, फिर से गले मिलेंगे, बस वक्त की इंतजार है. I am sure you smile gifters and Rotractors are brimming with big dreams. If you can dream it, for sure you can do it. Well planned is half done, as always said by everyone, wise and with wisdom. By now you would have set your goals for your year and ready to do more and grow more. I repeat, to do more and grow more. Now if I were to expand on what I mean by growing more, I would say let us set our eyes on the dream of our beloved Shekhar Mehta ji, the world president, who along with us, and so much so with you, who are feeling a bit dejected for the fact that for the past 15 years we have been stuck at the membership of 1.2 million, and now the dream is to step it up to 1.3. We have to do so by forming new clubs, engaging and retaining members, and inspiring every Rotarian Each one bring one. I repeat, each one of us has to bring one of us. As much किसी ने आपको रोटी मिला के आप you are enjoying so much so it is your responsibility to bring somebody else and give them the pleasure and the joy of being in Rotary. Let us create history. Your place in history is awaiting. You also have become leaders at a time when the fully integrated Rotaract is into everything we are doing. It is up for us to take advantage of this fantastic young people who have such immense leadership skills. Let us enable a smooth and a seamless passage of the Rotaractors to become Rotarians. Now, if I am to go back again to do about what I said again, do more and grow more. If I were to elaborate on what I said about do more, you have started planning bigger, better and bolder projects, primarily in the 7 areas of focus defined for us. Please, go ahead, bring education, water and sanitation and other facilities of your community in those areas which are desperately wanting them. Dear Smile Gifters, to serve and change the world is awaiting you. I hope we are also aligned with the dream and aspiration of our world leader Shekhar Mehta ji in regard to empowering women, to empower girls, to empower their education, health, their social and economic independence. The needs are great, but so will we have to plan to bring them the solutions. To change the world for better, everybody, these girls are waiting for you. Our historic effort to end polio continues. The last 35 years battle is on, and we are just limited now to the 2 countries where the children are still paralyzed by the wild polio virus. Bits and pieces of information is coming, and we are very hopeful that in a couple of years we will see the world without polio. Dear Smile Gifters, I know you are in a war against illiteracy, poverty, hunger, homeless, water scarcity and disease. Let us reach out and save these people in need, and let the world say to Rotarians, we know you would come. You, my dear Smile Gifters, a world of opportunity in Rotary awaits your leadership to serve, to change lives. Thank you very much. I'm sure we are all together for the next 365 days to do good to the world. Jai Rotary, Jai Hind. Thank you very much.
Thank you, DG Rotarian Pratim, for your words of motivation shall reverberate throughout the District 3250 and help them reach greater heights in the coming year. But celebration without a cake is incomplete. I would request the cake to please move in.
Congratulations and all the best to our District Governor, Pratim Banerjee, the First Lady, Suchanda Banerjee, and Rotary-led Chirag Banerjee. All the best.
So now before we move on, we have the angel in the life of DG Pratim and First Lady Suchanda ji, Rotary-led Mugda would like to share her feelings. I believe she has some net issues, but the daughter's good wishes are always there with her loving father.
She's come.
All right, here we have. She's already there, yes.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, Mugdha, can you please on your camera, please?
Hi.
You're audible, Mugdha.
Okay. Hi, sorry, I have internet problems right now, but I just wanted to quickly congratulate Papa. So proud of you, and congratulations to all the club presidents and the district team. This year is going to be surely great. My brother and I, we've grown up in Rotary, and to see our own father being the district governor now, it's such a proud moment. And thank you for all the organizers to make this event such a great day. And wishing you the very best and looking forward to the exciting year.
Right. Thank you, Mugda. That was so beautiful and loving. Now we move on to the felicitation of our district governor, Pratim Banerjee. And we humbly present to
Good
you
evening,
a
friends.
certificate of gratitude.
It's really a matter of pleasure to have our DG, District Governor Pratim Banerjee, with us, with the First Lady Suchanda ji, Rotarian Suchanda Banerjee, and the First Rotary-led Chirag Banerjee with us. ये इस जमशेदपुर इस लॉ नगरी की ही नहीं बल्कि इस पूरे डिस्ट्रिक्ट के लिए एक गर्व का विषय है कि आज इस जॉइंट इंस्टॉलेशन सेरेमनी में हम लोग अपने डिस्ट्रिक्ट गवर्नर प्रदीप बैनर्जी, फर्स्ट लेडी सुचंदा बैनर्जी और रोटरी फर्स्ट रोटरी लेक्चरर, इनका हम अभिनंदन करते हैं। प्रदीप बैनर्जी ना सिर्फ डिस्ट्रिक्ट 3250 के रत्न हैं, बल्कि हमारे लिए ये बहुत ही प्राइड का विषय है कि वो जमशेदपुर से हैं, हमारी मिट्टी से हैं, हमारे इलाके से हैं, हमारे मोहल्ले से हैं, और मैं अगर ज़्यादती ना करूं तो कह दूं कि वो हमारे क्लब से हैं।
Thank you so much, sir. We now humbly present to you a certificate of gratitude that spells out a tree planted in your name at the Tata Forest. Thank you. 2018-19, a landmark decision was taken by Rotary President Barry Racine, formally proposed expanding the definition of Rotary membership to include both Rotary and Rotaract. Rotaract's elevated status includes Rotaract as a membership type. Rotaract is now a type of Rotary membership. 2 Rotaract clubs will be allowed to sponsor other Rotaract clubs or establish themselves without a sponsor. Rotaract will be open to all young adults 18 and over. There will no longer be an upper age limit of 30. Rotaractors are now eligible to serve on district level and RI committees. Rotaractors will enjoy greater support, training, and have access to tools from My Rotary. With this brief in background, we now move on to the installation of district Rotaract representative. We now have the caller exchange of immediate past district Rotaract representative Taslim Gul and DRR 2021-22 Harshraj Mishra. I would now request DRR Harshraj to please address the gathering.
Welcome everyone. Warm Rotaract greetings to everyone. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the Rotaractors who have not only been through their ability in this COVID-19 pandemic, but also their strong support of the Rotaract built the image and created visibility. Year 2020 has been forced to adapt to new realities. I would like to congratulate DRR Rotaractor Taslim Gul for a wonderful session to provide a platform to the Rotaractors to create and to provide the skills to share the visibility what she wants to share to the Rotaract family. Always remember the two things that makes you a good leader: learning constantly and extending the opportunities of leadership. And we have both the qualities in our district governor, RTR Pratim sir. One thing I would like to share with all the Rotaractors is always to ask questions if there is too unclear, so we can fix it together. That's the bonding of the Rotary and Rotaract. That's how you build quality. As you prepare for the upcoming tenure, make it known to your Rotary club that you want to by your side everywhere and every step. I would like to thank all the Rotaractors and the Rotarians who have saved Rotaract for what it is today. I appeal to all the leaders, invite more people to join us and to create and celebrate us with beyond the limit and make our world a better place. Thank you.
Thank you, DRR Harshraj. May we now have the slide of his district team come up. Congratulations to you, DRR Harshraj. And we humbly present to you now a certificate of gratitude, spelling out a tree planted in your name. Okay. Moving on to the next highlight of this evening, the caller exchange of the 7 club presidents. We have the incoming presidents, Rotarian Rajesh Kumar from Rotary Club of Jamshedpur West, the incoming president of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur East, Rotarian Balminder Singh, the incoming president of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Femina, Rotarian Moni Deepa Dandapat, the incoming president of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Midtown, Rotarian Amit Dey, the incoming president of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur, Rotarian Madhumita Santra, the incoming president of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Steel City, Rotarian Jalpa Parekh, the incoming president of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Dalma, Rotarian Yuvraj Ranpada. The outgoing presidents of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur West, Rotarian Anjani Nidhi, Rotary Club of Jamshedpur East, Rotarian Jayanti, Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Femina, Rotarian Shashigadia, Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Midtown, Rotarian Kusum Thakur, Rotary Club of Jamshedpur, Rotarian D.M. Jaina, Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Steel City, Rotarian Vishal Agarwala, Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Dalma, Rotarian Murli V. Manohar. May we now have the caller exchange video played, please. All right, now we move on to the caller exchange of the 7 club secretaries. The incoming secretary for Rotary Club of Jamshedpur West, Rotarian Neeta Agarwal. The incoming secretary for Rotary Club of Jamshedpur East, Rotarian Puneet Kontia. The incoming secretary for Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Femina, Rotarian Sri Priya Dharmarajan. The incoming secretary for Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Midtown, Rotarian Piyush Jain. The incoming secretary for Rotary Club of Jamshedpur, Rotarian Captain Anil Kumar Pandey. The incoming secretary for Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Steel City, Rotarian Jasreen Kaur. The incoming secretary for Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Dalma, Rotarian Saswati Ghosh. The outgoing secretaries are as follows. Rotary Club of Jamshedpur West, Rotarian Alpana Shukla. Rotary Club of Jamshedpur East, Rotarian Amitesh Pandey. Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Femina, Rotarian Sudeshna. Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Midtown, Rotarian Amit Dey. Rotary Club of Jamshedpur, Rotarian Pramod Dubey. Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Steel City, Rotarian Krishna Anchal. Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Dalma, Rotarian Ruksha Das. May we have the video for the caller exchange of the 7 club secretaries, please. I now request District Governor Pratim Banerjee to please read out the oath and install the Rotary Presidents and Secretaries of the 7 clubs.
Good evening again, dear Rotarians. It's a privilege and an honor to undertake the installation oath ceremony of the 7 clubs of Jamshedpur. This installation is of the Rotary Club's President, Secretary, Directors and the club officers. If I may start, Rotarian Yuvraj Rampara of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Dharma, Rotarian Balminder Singh of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur East, Rotarian Manideepa Dandopad of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Femina, Rotarian Madhumita Santra of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur, Rotarian Amit Dey of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Midtown, Rotarian Jalpa Parekh of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Steel City, and Rotarian Rajesh Kumar of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur West. If I may remind you, I've read out the names in accordance to the alphabetic order of the clubs. The above name I just read out, to them I say that you have been selected by the members of your Rotary Club to guide the affairs during the coming year. You have been entrusted with an important responsibility that will help shape your club's future. Incoming presidents, Rotarian Rampara, Rotarian Balminder Singh, Rotarian Manideepa Dandopad, Rotarian Madhumita Santra, Rotarian Amit Dey, Rotarian Jalpa Parekh, and Rotarian Rajesh Kumar. You have been elected to the office of the president of your respective clubs by its members. It is an expression of the confidence they have in your leadership. Thank you very much, Presidents. Now over to the installation of the club secretaries, directors and club officers, please. To the incoming club officers, club secretaries and club board of members. You have been elected to the important position in the administration of your Rotary Club. This is an indication of your fellow Rotarians' esteem and confidence in you all. They also believe you will uphold the high tradition of your club and that you will give the best of your executive ability to the furtherance of the interest of your club and the carrying forward of the objectives of Rotary. I am assured that you will fulfill the responsibilities of your offices to the best of your ability and in accordance with the constitution and the bylaws of your club. I hereby declare collectively the incoming president, club secretaries, club officers and the club board directors installed. I request the outgoing president to present the collar to the incoming president as a symbol of the transfer of the administration of your club. Thank you very much and wish the club and the presidents a fantastic Rotary year. As I might say, let us all serve to change lives, grow more, do more. That's how the mantra is. Thank you very much.
On behalf of the President and Secretaries on this virtual platform, I pronounce we shall abide by the oath. Now moving on to the slides of the 7 club office bearers. We start with Rotary Club of Dalma. The board members of Rotary Club of Dalma, please. We now move on to the office bearers of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur East. Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Femina. Board members of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur. Board members of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur. Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Midtown. Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Steel City. And Rotary Club of Jamshedpur West. Now we move on to the address for the 7 club presidents. We start with the president of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur, Dalma, Rotarian Yuvraj Ranpara.
Just give me a second. Can you skip this now? We'll just.
Is that a problem?
Shall I just skip this 19th?
And so you want me to go to the next one, next club?
Yeah.
All right. We have the president of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur East, Balminder Singh, address the gathering, please. There's a small technical hitch.
But also, what started as a casual membership a decade ago has reached to a significant juncture today. Not only it's a great privilege and honor to be a club president of one of the most elite social organizations of the world, but also it induces and inculcates a great sense of responsibility and the service above self attitude towards the society. Yes, the current pandemic times are difficult and challenging to discharge the routine club responsibilities, but at the same time, it opened up a plethora of opportunities as to how we Rotarians could serve the society. Oxybanks, distribution of groceries to the needy, providing oxygen concentrators by Rotary were the best suited ways and remarkably suits to our RI theme as well. That is, serve to change lives. As a president, my thrust areas would be membership development and women empowerment, as indicated by our RI President, Rotarian Shekhar Mehta. Furthermore, our club thrives to continue its endeavors towards tuberculosis awareness, checkup, treatment, and a special area of focus as we have been doing in the past, Also, Rotary Club of Jamshedpur East runs Siddheshwar School for hearing and speech impaired children, one of its kind and a full facility school in the town. Our Sahi Center has been a medium to many ladies to learn the skills of stitching, thus making them self-dependent in life. Dialysis Center at Ramanand Hospital, Tamolia, Jamshedpur is an achievement to rejoice, which our club has set up in the past through a global crowd. Lastly, I would request all the audience present today to take their COVID vaccines on time and also encourage and educate their known ones for the same. Thank you.
Thank you, President Balwinder Singh. May we now have Rotary Club of Jamshedpur, Dalma, Rotarian Yuvraj Anpara.
Very good evening to our fellow Rotarians, esteemed guests, and all present here. I am Rotarian Yuvraj Ranpara, President of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur, Dalma, for the current year 2021-22. I am associated to the world of Rotary since childhood. I was a member of Loyola School Interact Club. I was also a Rotractor at Rotract Club of Churchgate for 3 years. I am a charter member of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur, Dalma. Our theme this year is Serve to Change Lives, and we pledge to uphold the values of Rotary by really serving the community and taking care of our environment. As rightly said by our esteemed District Governor for District 3250, Rotarian Pratim Banerjee, we are the smile gifters. जो भी करेंगे दिल से करेंगे. So this year I look forward to bring a smile on as many faces I can. I promise to bring a change in the society by upholding the Rotary values and vision for this year. This year, we have a goal to induct 8 new members of different classification, and our focus will be on women membership. In accordance to our Rotary International President, Rotarian Shekhar Mehta, we will do our best to uphold his vision of increasing Rotary membership from 1.2 million members to 1.3 million members. We will focus on empowering women youth and create a ladder for future leadership for young members of the club who will add vibrancy to the club by being active for projects and instilling new ideas and keeping the environment of the club positively charged. I am extremely thankful to my club members and district leaders for the trust they have shown in my leadership, and I am confident I will live by their expectations. I would like to thank our club mentor and our district governor, Rotarian Pratim Banerjee, our immediate past president, Rotarian V. Mulli Manohar, past secretary Rupsha Das, and our senior members of the club for being a guiding light all these years, and I rely upon this support this year as I start my journey as a president. So friends, let's serve to change lives, be smile gifters, Dil se. Thank you.
Thank you so much. May we now have the President of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Femina, Rotarian Moni Deepa Dandapat, please address the gathering.
Good evening. The RI President, Mr. Shekhar Mehta, our newly installed DG, Dr. Pratim Banerjee, IPDG, Mr. Rajan Dhanodra, all PDG and AG present over here, presidents and secretaries of different clubs, our invited guests and fellow Rotarians. As you all know, that we are facing an unprecedented situation by the present COVID pandemic. It has rendered life difficult and miserable. The mass drive of vaccination and maintaining social distancing will definitely cut down the progress of epidemic to a great extent. This is the only ray of hope. As a Rotary practice, we can help the needy immensely by simple services like providing them food, medical equipment, transportation, and information regarding vaccination and educating people about social distancing. For me, it's a great moment that the members of Femina Club JSR Jamshedpur have entrusted me as their president. I hope with their cooperation, advice and active involvement, we shall extend humble service to the needy. Femina Club is a club of ladies and they are visibly outperforming than their counterparts, the gents. I hope they don't mind. Empowerment is necessary for free access. As RI President Shekhar Mehta is focusing on upliftment of girl child, I as a president in my tenure, my efforts will be focused for the care of girls starting from home, at school and community. In matters of health and hygiene, this will prevent the dropout of adolescent girls from school. Planting saplings, medicinal plant, flowering plants and overall care of parks will improve the environment and prevent pollution, which is so important now for our survival. Thanks all of them who are present over here to improve us in the Rotary spirit. Thank you all.
Now we have the President of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur, Rotarian Madhumita Santra, addressing the gathering.
DG Pratim Banerjee, IPDG Rajan Gandotra ji, all dignitaries of Rotary fraternity, Rotarians, spouses and friends of Rotary. A very good evening to all of you. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to each one of you for having faith and confidence in me and bestowing me with the privilege of leading this prestigious Rotary Club of Jamshedpur for the year 2021-22. I feel immensely happy to receive the baton from President Jenna, who has set a high standard for our club at all levels despite all odds. Our focus will be to build on projects that are in line with the theme of the year, serve to change lives. With the extraordinary support of my able board of directors, enthusiastic Rotarians, and under the guidance of our mentors, we will move ahead with supreme courage and confidence to accomplish what we have set out to do. We have set out to embrace humanity. In this process of embracing humanity, we are ready to face all challenges to work towards spreading hope and love, peace and goodwill in our communities and beyond. We will strive relentlessly to increase our members, committed to the ideas of service, empower more girls, continue our pledge to eradicate polio, fight COVID-19, and explore new ways of seeing and serving our communities. This is a changing world. We must be prepared to change with it. The story of Rotary will have to be written again and again. Quote by Paul Harris. Together, let's write the story of Rotary again. Friends, together we'll serve to change lives. Look forward to an exciting and fulfilling year with you all. Stay safe, stay committed. Thank you.
Thank you. We now move on to the President of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Midtown, Rotarian Amit Dey.
Rajan Gandotra ji and Rotarian Anju Gandotra ma'am, PDGs, AG Rotarian Shweta, AG Rotarian Sangeeta ji, my senior and fellow Rotarians, fellow President, guests and friends of Rotary. I am indeed honored to be given the opportunity to serve as the President of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Midtown for the Rotary year 2021-2022. And you have my sincere assurances that I will be dedicated to the cause of Rotary in this role. The same way I have demonstrated my commitment over the past few years since I was first inducted into the club. In addition, I would like to thank my better half Shamba and my two children Aditi and Atrui for all the support they have given me. I also promise you that I will not bore you tonight with long drawn out speech. As I look around the room, I think back over the past 5 years since I joined this club, and I realize how much you have helped me grow as a person. You have offered your guidance, your friendship and your time to get to know me. I'd like to take this time to thank you for your confidence in me. Although I keep thinking that when will you realize that you have made a terrible mistake, it is still not late. In all seriousness, I am honored to follow up the line of people who have provided guidance for our club in the past. Each of our past presidents has brought a different vision with them, and all have proven to have different strengths. I suppose I am no different in that I have some ideas for change, which I would like to see within the club, and I hope that all of you will support me as you have supported those presidents in the past. I hope when you look back on 2021-22, we have a year full of laughter, fellowship, and making better friendship within our club while continuing along our path of giving within the local communities, our neighborhood villages. One of the key strengths of Rotary that we will continue to leverage as we deliver service to the communities that we serve is the diversity in skill sets and vocation across our members, many of whom are successful business leaders, professionals, teachers, doctors, lawyers, chartered accountants. As we transition into a new Rotary year, it is always good time to remind ourselves of the purpose of this great service organization, which by the way is nicely summarized by this year's theme, Serve to Change Lives. And it's 7 areas of focus which will be always looked into. And this year's special focus being on women empowerment, we should dedicate ourselves to uplifting the plight of the marginalized affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, maternal and child health, adult literacy, and also focus on increasing our member strength to give us the required impetus in marching full steam ahead with our focus on service of self. Thank you.
Right, we now move on to
As we embark on
the
the
President of Steel City,
Rotary year
Rotarian Jalpa Parekh.
2021-22 with the theme, Dear fellow Rotarians and esteemed guests, as we embark on this fresh journey of the Rotary year 2021-22 with the theme of serving to change lives, we pledge to uphold the values of Rotary and doing our best for the community and the environment. As someone has very rightly said, that we should work for a cause and not for applause. My team of directors and the board join me in extending support to the District 3250 and our District Governor, Rotarian Pratim Banerjee. Sir, we will put in our best efforts to live up to your expectations and strive to accomplish RI and district vision and goals for this year. Rotary Club of Jamshedpur Steel City recognizes the importance of empowering women and youth. Hence, our core focus areas will be women empowerment, youth service, and the environment. We plan to add vibrancy to the club by inducting several new members from different classifications in order to represent the diversity in our community. New members bring in fresh new ideas, and we would like to create leadership opportunities for the younger brigade. Our Rotary International President, Shekhar Mehta, couldn't have released a more relevant guiding mantra, do more and grow more. I plan to lead by example, to participate and to motivate, to join hands in serving the community. I am extremely thankful to my club and the district leadership for the trust that they have shown in my leadership. I am really honored And on behalf of my entire team, we promise to make our club and the district proud by making a difference, serving and changing lives. So friends, together, let's serve to change lives. Thank you.
President of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur West, Veteran Rajesh Kumar.
Warm good evening, fellow Rotarians and guests. I am proud to be a Rotarian. I am most honored and humbled to be elected President of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur West 2021-22. And with the help and support of my board members and fellow club members, I will do my best to beat the challenge. Our club has been built on a strong leadership foundation, and I am fortunate to have a membership that is fully committed to the Rotary ideal of service above self and continues to go the extra mile in building the club and carrying out many worthwhile projects that we undertake for the benefits of our community. Let me take this opportunity to congratulate immediate past President Anjali Nidhi, his board, for a very successful year. During this year, IPK Anjali did many things to show his support for me as his successor. And I thank him and caution him that I will be depending on his continued support throughout the year. The 3-year strategic plan that he wrote and implemented in this year is the first formally written strategic plan our club has had, and it will provide guidance for me and future club presidents in terms of setting and achieving our goals. I heard someone say at the district conference that the best job to have in Rotary is immediate past president. I'm sure tonight that must sound like music to the ears of IPP Anjali, a job well done. Our president of Rotary International, Shekhar Mehta, selected the theme Serve to Change Lives for 2021, and our DG, Pratim Banerjee's tagline, Smile Gives Us Dil Se. In doing so, I'm sure they had in mind a shared commitment of every Rotarian to provide service above self. Our compassion and our ability to open our hearts to those in need, combined with our commitment to share our time, talent, and treasures with those who are less fortunate, is what causes ordinary Rotarians such as ourselves to do extraordinary things that we do. It's what makes Rotary so magical. Our club is widely known for its lively meetings and fellowships. I shall endeavor to keep the fun and fellowships in our meetings and club projects. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. That was Rotarian Rajesh Kumar, President of Rotary Club of Jamshedpur West. So before we move on to the next segment, we have a dance rendition by Rotary Club of Jamshedpur West.
Lamborghini chalai jane o, sanu vi chutta
Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome our guest of honor, immediate past Rotary International Director Chair membership, Rotarian Kamal Sangvi, the pride of District 3250. I have the honor of requesting his introduction to be played.
Friendly, smiling, or rather laughing, cheerful always, adventurous, hard-working, helpful, dependable, and meritorious. That's how you would best describe Kamal Sangvi. Truly a star. This star, born to Chandrakant Bhai and Pushpa Sangvi on 2nd January 1961 in Dhanbad, Kamal studied in Darjeeling and graduated from Kasturba Medical College, Manipal. Shairana mizaj ke hamesha hi the, so he found his love of life in Sonal while in college. Sonal is a qualified architect and helps Kamal in the family-owned construction business. Kamal also owns a bank by the name of Virji Bank. Kamal and Sonal have two wonderful children, Khwab, who is pursuing PhD in cancer cell biology in Germany, and Ravishu is studying in MIT Manipal. Kamal joined Rotary Club of Dhanbad in the year 1991, was the club president in the year 1998-1999, and the district governor in 2005-2006. Kamal has been the vice chair Rotary India Literacy Mission and the founder trustee Rotary India Humanity Foundation. Kamal has been at the helm of organizing some of the most outstanding events of Rotary in South Asia. Prominent among them is the Mega Summit at Hyderabad, which he chaired with more than 5,500 delegates. He has been chair of the Rotary Institute Kolkata 2011, chair Rotary South Asia Summit 2013, and HOC chair for the Presidential Conference 2016. He was an international training leader for 2 years, Regional Rotary Foundation Coordinator RRFC and Regional Public Image Coordinator RPIC for 3 years, and he has also been GETS trainer for 6 years. Kamal has led from the front when it comes to disaster management, whether it was with shelter kits in Bihar or in earthquake-torn Nepal. His passion for heart surgeries through the Rotary India Humanity Foundation led him to ink the Aman Ki Asha agreement between Pakistan and India for Healing Little Hearts program for operating Pakistani children in India for heart diseases. He has been a pioneer of vocational training centers, having helped set up 28 such centers in his district, namely Saheli centers. Kamal and his spouse Sonal are level 2 major donors to the Rotary Foundation. Kamal is a recipient of the Service Above Self Award and 4 Avenue Service Award of Rotary International, Citation for Meritorious Service and Distinguished Service Award from the Rotary Foundation. Kamal is a far-sighted, highly popular leader. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a privilege to present a Rotarian par excellence, the Director of Rotary International from India, Rotarian Kamal Sangvi.
I request IPRIDC Rotarian Kamal Sangvi sir to please address this august gathering.
Thank you so much. What a fantastic day it is today. And I always believe these, when the wheel changes and the date changes on 1st of July, everything changes in Rotary. And that's what is very important. Change is the only constant in the world. So let me first congratulate Pratim, Suchanda and his entire team. And of course, all the presidents of Jamshedpur, and the secretaries and the club members and the district officers and the club officers. Now, this is the time, this is your time, this 1 year, 365 days lets you dream and achieve your dreams. So to achieve your dreams, let me tell you, that's why I always say, Parv hai Purushat ka. Today is a day which is a change. So change hai, Parv hai Purushat ka, Deep hai Divyarth ka. Parv hai Purushat ka, Deep hai Divyarth ka. दहरी पे एक दीप जलता रहे, अंधकार से युद्ध चलता रहे। दहरी पे एक दीप जलता रहे, अंधकार से युद्ध चलता रहे। हारेगा हर बार अंधियारा की घोर कालिमा, हारेगा हर बार अंधियारे की घोर कालिमा, जीतेगा जगमग उजियारे की स्वर्ण लालिमा। दीप ही ज्योति का प्रथम तीर्थ है, दीप ही ज्योति का प्रथम तीर्थ है, कायम रहे इसका अर्थ वरना व्यर्थ है, आशीषों की मधुर छांव इसे दे दीजिए, आशीषों की मधुर छांव इसे दे दीजिए, प्रार्थना शुभकामना हमारी ले लीजिए. So deep are all the presidents and all the district officers of Pratim. So each one of you presidents, you are deep. You have the chance to light up the light. You have the chance to go and make yourself relevant. You have the chance to serve and change lives. This is the time. This is the opportunity. Dream big. Each one of you. It is extremely important that you dream big and make and walk your talk, make your dreams come alive. So when I'm talking about these dreams and these Rotarians who serve change lives, let me come up with a small story. I love stories. I would also want a story today. This is a story of the great ship called Titanic. Each one of you has watched that fantastic movie Titanic about the world's biggest liner, which traversed and was fatal on its first journey. So the sinking of Titanic provides invaluable lessons of leadership. We have struck iceberg. That was the news on the airway. We have struck iceberg, sinking fast, come to our assistance on a cold evening. In 1912, that message came blistering across the airways. Before they tapped the last bit of Morse code, they kept on sending this message, come help us, come help us. And before the last Morse code went on to the airways, those words became the epitaph over the lives of 1,200 people lost on the Titanic. The ship was doomed as it slowly sank into its watery grave. Do you know something? Did you know that there were 3 ships which were nearby when the Titanic sank? There were 3 ships. The Titanic began sinking and repeatedly radioed this SOS on the airwaves, please come and help. The first ship, the Samson, the first ship, Samson, was 7 miles away from the Titanic, just 7 miles. However, since the crew had been hunting seals illegally, they were doing something illegal out there. They were hunting for seals illegally, 7 miles away from the Titanic, and didn't want to be caught. They turned away from the Titanic. They went on the opposite direction in spite of hearing the SOS call. You know what this ship represents? The Samson represents those of us with diluted moral framework and who are so preoccupied in our own agendas. We are so preoccupied and guilt trips that we can't respond when someone else is in dire need. So the Samson represents people who are selfish, people who do not follow the moral code of 4-way test. Then there was this California, another ship called California, was only 14 miles away from this Titanic. But because the conditions weren't very favorable and it was dark, and the crew convinced themselves that nothing really serious was happening. They heard the message. They said, "ये ठीक है यार, होता होगा, कोई मैसेज आ रहा है, छोड़ो ना, इतना डार्क है, इतनी ठंड है, कैसे क्यों जाए वहां पे, छोड़ो, जो होगा वो लोग अपने आप को संभाल लेंगे." ये ship, all the people on that ship of California represent those of us who rationalize to ourselves that we cannot do anything meaningful. वो उन लोगों में से हैं जो हमेशा दुनिया को कोसते रहते हैं और ये कहते हैं कि मेरे को कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है, मैं क्यों करूं, मैनू क्या, why should I be doing things, and keep waiting until conditions are perfect. Until and unless it is bright sunlight, then only they come out of the houses. It is representing those people, and such conditions, of course, never arrive as we remain in limbo. Remember, there will never be a perfect condition in the world. It is the Rotarian's job to go out into the uncharted territories and bring light. Because if you don't go out into the uncharted territories, there will never be light in the world. Then there was the Carpathia. The Carpathia, that was a ship which was actually heading on the opposite direction of the Titanic. It was heading in the opposite direction of the Titanic and was 58 miles away from the Titanic. When they heard the distress messages over the radio, the captain of the ship prayed to God for guidance. He immediately prayed to God for guidance and he immediately turned his ship around 58 miles away. Dark night, cold, but he says, no, I've heard an SOS call. He was going in the opposite direction and he took a U-turn, turned his ship around and sped towards the Titanic in full throttle. जितनी शक्ति थी, उतनी शक्ति से उसने टाइटैनिक की तरफ अपना मुंह मोड़ दिया in full throttle through the dangerous ice fields. The same ice fields where Titanic made its fatality, इन्होंने भी वो कुछ सोचा नहीं and they turned around. This was the ship that rescued 705 people that fateful night. यही ship ने 705 लोगों की जान बचाई उस रात को जब वो 58 miles away था and was going in the opposite direction. Friends, what I want to tell each one of you presidents here, obstacles and reasons to avoid your true responsibilities will always be there. Hamesha. If you don't want to do something, you can have 120 excuses not to do something. It is those amongst us who follow our conscience. And I know each one of you presidents, each of Pratim's office bearers, each of Pratim's team member, each and every Rotarian of Jamshedpur, I know you follow your conscience and accordingly to your highest value or innermost guidance that find place in the hearts of many and inspire endlessly. When in doubt, let's remind ourselves that we are here to be the Carpathians, the ship Carpathian, so we are the Carpathians. Each and every Rotarian is a Carpathian and hereby rise to the occasion again and again. You are the Carpathians, each one of you Rotarians. The onus of making the world a better place to live in is yours. You have pledged for it. And what other lessons do you learn from the Titanic? So there are some leadership lessons which you have to learn, each one of you presidents here. You learn from the Titanic. One is that leadership is responsible for everything in the organization. Whether it fails or whether it succeeds, leadership is more than wooded figurehead. It is not just that your presidentship or your governorship. It is more than that. It's not a position. It's not a job title. Or in this case, the captain of the ship. Leadership is not about power. Leadership is not about ego. Leadership is not about pride. Leadership is ever present. Leadership is touching. Leadership is motivating. Leadership is talking. Leadership is checking and removing barriers, training, preparing, breathing, and moving out. That is what leadership is all about, and that is what Titanic has taught us. The Titanic ill-fated voyage was Captain E.J. Smith. It was his last trip. He was headed for the easy life. All he had to do was get to New York. God only knows why he ignored the facts, why he disregarded 7 icebergs warning from his crew and the ship. The Titanic still rests on the bottom of the ocean, but we can resurrect the truth and apply a few lessons to our lives to help become better leaders and better citizens of the world. First and foremost lesson, the biggest is not the best. You don't have to be the biggest to be the best, right? You have to change course quickly. And of course, this pandemic has taught us to change course quickly. In 30 seconds before Titanic turned away from the iceberg, but then it was too late. It had 30 seconds to it, but it was too late. In 30 seconds, it doomed. The larger an organization becomes greater, its inflexibility. So we are a large organization. It is extremely important that we are flexible and nimble and rise to the modern world. This is the new Zoom. I'm so wonderful. Each one of you Rotarian has changed course. So I would want each one of you to live a life of love and gratitude, not of bureaucracy, not what the other ships did. So I want each and every one of you, I need permission, become the norm. I think each and every Rotarian, every president, you need to become the norm. I think that is what is important. The second is that truth changes. The Titanic was unsinkable. They thought it could never sink. And the ship designers were so confident in their ship that they only had enough lifeboats for half the passengers. Imagine 1,800 people on the ship, more than 2,000 people, and they had not even half the life jackets. Even life jackets they didn't have because they were so sure of themselves and they thought there is no substitute to the Titanic. Modern shipbuild has gone beyond that. Rotary becomes active when disaster strikes. I think each and every president, you need to understand and you need to train your club leaders. And Pratim, you need to train your club presidents to meet the vagaries of life today, to meet the vagaries of the world today, so that we can make the world a better place to live in. Third thing, leadership is all about development and training. You know, invariably people say, "Itni training kyun karte hain?" But you know what? अनपढ़ वो लोग नहीं होते हैं जो पढ़ना लिखना नहीं जानते। I always believe that. अनपढ़ वो लोग नहीं होते हैं जो पढ़ना लिखना नहीं जानते हैं। अनपढ़ वो लोग होते हैं जो सीखना नहीं चाहते हैं। You need to be constantly and constantly evolving. You presidents, if you do not evolve, your district does not evolve, your clubs don't evolve. So there is always required for constant training. You know, when the Titanic sank, there was no drills, there was no rehearsals on that ship. Nobody was trained to even go onto the lifeboats. Nobody was even trained to bring the boats down into the water. And that caused chaos and mess. So this is the lesson I want each one of you presidents. Training is constantly required. You need to always be ready to take more and more in. It is extremely important that every day is a learning experience. I learn every day. I fail every day. But what is important is that I always rise and I always think that to go ahead. I always learn more and more. I learn from people like Amit Mukherjee. I learn from past Governor Ronnie. I learn from so many people here, Amitabh Iyer. It's a constant learning process. So please, what lies, the next lesson is what lies below is more destructive than what is on the top. You know, greatest dangers lie unseen below the surface. On the night 1912, the water was smooth like a glass. It was absolutely smooth. Titanic was moving absolutely great, but they didn't see the icebergs which lurk below. Good leaders always understand and they recognize the icebergs below the water. There are always going to be icebergs in life. Every president, you are going to be heckled by your past presidents. Pratim is already going to be heckled by the past governors. Rajan is already saying, "Ye kaun sa installation ceremony kar raha hai? Mera ek function to zyada acha tha." That's what past governor and past presidents are meant for. They are meant to touch you. They are meant to heckle you. They are meant to, always constantly nudge you, because they are powerhouses. They have tremendous knowledge. They have tremendous experience. So learn from them. But at the same time, always be ready for the worst. It is extremely important that you are always ready and looking for opportunities. I think each one of you presidents, I always believe your principal job is to look for opportunities. Grab them with both your hands, because they come very rare. Opportunities are like sunrise and sunset. They only come for 5 minutes a day. What is important, that if you want to enjoy the sunrise and sunset, you got to be on the top of the hill, watching it and grabbing it. I think that's most important. Each of you presidents here, you need to grab the sunrise and sunset, then only the life will become, or the day will become beautiful for you. And the last point I want to mention is leadership looks beyond horizons. A good captain is always constantly on looking of shifting trends. You need to shift trends, each one of you. Submerged rocks, storms and iceberg. You need to look for storms and iceberg. Walmart founder Sam Walton met a need which other retailers did not. Apple saw the need for the iPod, where there was still happy with the CD players. Many were happy with the CD players. Nokia, the most powerful company for mobile in 2014, was rated #1 mobile manufacturer in the world. 2020, they are nowhere to be seen. They got knocked out because they didn't change. They didn't adapt. They thought they were too powerful and they didn't need to change and didn't to adapt. Rotary is exactly like that Nokia. If you don't change and if you don't adapt, you would become like the CD player, redundant. The vision of Sony Walkman existed in Akio Morita, mind well before it entered the mind of the competition. But Walkman today, get the picture? You need to be on the lookout. You have invented something great. We have eradicated polio. Let us be very proud of it. But let us move on. Let us move on and try to do something more. Do not only settle on the glory of eradicating polio. It is now time to do more than polio. The world is more at need. There are people more at strife than what we started at the time of polio. COVID has really brought everyone to the knees. This is the time. This is your time, President. This is your time to make a mark. This is the time to live your dreams. This is the time to walk your talk. This is the time to make dreams into reality. So I wish each and every of you presidents all the best. Wish you, Pratim, and Suchanda all the best. May you have a glorious year of service and change lives. May you do that, and in that process, I want to challenge each one of you. I want to challenge each one of you that चलो अक्सर लोग ये कहते हैं कि ये जिंदगी है कर्ज. The कर्ज of zindagi which you spend is the service, is the rent which you pay for occupying your space on this earth. मैं कहता हूँ bringing one member into Rotary is the कर्ज which you owe to your own organization. ये आपके ऊपर एक शुल्क है, एक कर्ज है Rotary International का कि आप पूरे as you can also serve to change life. So each one bring one, and this is a reality. Let me share one piece of news. Rotary Club of Ahmednagar 3090. On the 1st of July, they use the principle of each one bring one in their club. 48 members they started with on 30th of June this year, and on 1st of July, they have a member of 86. Oh, sorry, 43 and 8. There were 43 members on 30th June. Yesterday, they were 86. They use the principle of each one, bring one to strengthen their own club, their own district, their own organization, Rotary International. So I would want again challenge each one of you. पूरे साल में कम से कम एक और इंसान की जिंदगी को दिव्यात कीजिए, उन्हें रोटरी में लाइए. God bless each one of you. Have a great year. Be successful and go out there, all you tigers, all you Jamshedpur tigers, and conquer the world.
Congratulations, Pratim and Suchanda. I'm sure 3250 is going to go greater heights in your leadership, and wish you a great journey. I also congratulate all the presidents and the incoming board and the officers to have a great year and enjoy Rotary. Have a great journey. Thank you.
Wow, great, sir. A moment to, let it all sing all that you said. It's always a pleasure to hear you address. Your presence and spirit of positivity is extremely contagious and strikes right through. And I've always wondered, how come you speak with such vitality till now? The reason being, you always have behind you wonderful spouse Rotarian Sonalji sitting behind you, smiling, beaming, and supporting you. So nice of you, Sonalji, to be always there for all such meetings. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. We humbly present you a certificate of gratitude, spelling out a tree planted in your name at the Tata Forest. Once again, thank you so much for your presence. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now we move on. We have with us present Rotary International Director, Rotarian A.S. Venkatesh. I would request the team to please play the introduction.
A.S. Venkatesh, Rotary International Director, 2021 to 23. Anantanarayanan Sankaralingam Venkatesh, affectionately known as Venki, is a technocrat, thinker, management guru, and motivational speaker. He is the Managing Director of Popular Foundations Private Limited, engaged in the business of civil construction with over 30 years of expertise in the construction of educational institutions, industrial buildings and hotels. A native of the South Indian city of Chennai in Tamil Nadu, Venky's growing years were marked by academic excellence. Sports, athletics, debating and stage acting characterizing his well-rounded and multifaceted personality. He studied engineering at the prestigious Indian Institute of Technology, IIT, Chennai. After his B.Tech, he chose to remain in India for his post-graduation and got his MBA from India's topmost management school, the Indian Institute of Management, IIM, Ahmedabad, graduating in the top 10% of the class. Venky's Rotary journey started with RC Chennai Mambalam and was its president in 2001-2002. Popular for his pleasant demeanor, quick wit, leadership qualities and always ready to help attitude, he became the youngest district governor of RI District 3230 in 2007-2008. Venky is passionate about the cause of the girl child, and his work on the empowerment of girls is peppered with many individual and institutional success stories. He became a much sought-after speaker at Rotary and non-Rotary forums. He is equally at ease among Rotary leaders and social celebrities. As a PDG, Venky was actively involved in Rotary India Literacy Mission and was its National Executive Committee member and Joint Secretary. He has been a panelist at several breakout sessions at international conventions and has also represented the RI President at various conferences in India and abroad. Venky was part of the COL. In 2016, Venky was selected to train the incoming governors at the International Assembly at San Diego in 2016 and again in 2017. He was Rotary Coordinator during 2010-2013 and served as a trainer for coordinators at Chicago for 3 years, from 2015 to 2017. Both years included. A family man, Venky and his family continue to live in the parental home along with his parents, 2 brothers and their families. His greatest inspiration is his father, a self-made man in whose footsteps he continues to follow the policies of live and let live, and kindness and generosity to all. Venky is married to Rotarian Vinita, a member of RC Chennai Towers, District 3232. Vinita is his classmate, a graduate of IIM Ahmedabad, and is a leading shipping professional in India. Venky and Vinita are parents of 2 daughters, Varsha and Varuna, both of whom are IT professionals employed in the US and the UK. The Rotary principles of service and ethics resonate vibrantly in Venky's family and professional life. He is a Level 3 major donor. Venky is a keen bridge player, enthusiastic trekker, and loves Tamil theatre. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rotary International Director 2021-2023, A.S. Venkatesh.
I would now request Honorable RID, Rotarian A.S. Venkatesh, to please address the gathering.
On this auspicious occasion of the installation of my good friend Pratim as the Governor of District 3250, it's my privilege first to congratulate him
and wish him the very best. Knowing Pratim, he's not the one to settle for any easy goals. And as much as he will push his team, he will push himself too. I'm aware of some of his plans, particularly with respect to tree plantation and several other such projects that he has lined up. 30 to 50 has a great past. The kind of leadership the governors in the past have shown has been exemplary. So he certainly has a big task ahead, but I'm sure he will do well. Pratim, I don't have to tell you, the focus of course will be on each one, bring one, and empowering girls. Projects towards empowering girls shall be the mainstay of all the clubs in 30 to 50, and I hope so. Go for the sky, reach for the stars. I'm sure you will reach. You can always count on my support at all times. Good luck, Pratim, and God bless. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We humbly present you a certificate of gratitude, a tree planted in your name at the Tata Forest. Thank you. We have come to the last lap of today's program. We now have an entertainment by IFRM, it's International Fellowship of Rotarians and Musicians. May we have the video, please?
दिल क्या करे जब किसी से किसी को प्यार हो जाए, जाने कहाँ कब किसी को किसी से प्यार हो जाए। ऊंची ऊंची दीवारों सी इस दुनिया की रस्में, ना कुछ तेरे बस में झूली, ना कुछ मेरे बस में। दिल क्या करे जब किसी से किसी को प्यार हो जाए, जाने कहाँ कब किसी को किसी से प्यार हो जाए।
बाहर बन के आओ कभी तुम्हारी दुनिया में, गुजर न जाए ये दिन कहीं सी तमन्ना में। बाहर बन के आओ कभी तुम्हारी दुनिया में, गुजर न जाए ये दिन कहीं सी तमन्ना में। तुम मेरे हो, हाँ मेरे हो, आज तुम इतना वादा करके जान चुरा लिया।
गुलाबी आँखें जो तेरी देखी, शराबी ये दिल हो गया। संभालो मुझको ओ मेरे यारों, संभलना मुश्किल हो गया। गुलाबी आँखें जो तेरी देखी, शराबी ये दिल हो गया।
गले लगा लो ना, लगी बुझा दो ना ओ सजना। तुमने जो अगन लगाई है तो छू के देखो ना कहाँ कहाँ। देखो सीने में कैसी हलचल मची है ओ सजना। पापा 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 देखो सीने में कैसी हलचल मची है ओ साजना।
वादा करो नहीं छोड़ोगे तुम मेरा साथ, जहाँ तुम हो वहाँ मैं भी हूँ।
जो नहीं देखो जरा पीछे रखो हाथ, जब तुम हो जब मैं भी हूँ। सोचा है तुमने के चलते ही जाए, तारों के अभी नई दुनिया बसाए।
सोचा है ये कि तुम्हें रास्ता भुलाए, सुनी जगह पे कहीं छेड़े डराए।
हाय रे ना ना, हाय रे ना ना, ये ना करना। अरे नहीं रे 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 नहीं नहीं।
कह दूं तुम्हें या चुप रहूं, दिल में मेरे आज क्या है, जो बोलो तो जानू गुरु तुमको मानू, चलो ये भी वादा है। दो लफ्जों की है दिल की कहानी, या है मोहब्बत या है जवानी। दो लफ्जों की है दिल की कहानी, या है मोहब्बत या है जवानी। ला 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 ला।
That was absolutely incredible. Now moving on, may I call upon our Assistant Governor Rotarian Sanjita ji to please come and render the thank you note.
Good evening to one and all. I deem it a great honor and my privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this memorable occasion. I start by giving glory to the Almighty to make the year 2021-22 a resounding success. First and foremost, I would like to thank our RI President, Shekhar Mehta ji, to give us the motto, serve to change lives. I express my heartfelt thanks to our chief guest, RI Director Zone 6, AS Venkatesh, guest of honor and mentor, IPRID Kamal Sangvi and Sonal Mam, our district governor, Rotarian Pratim Banerjee, and the First Lady, Rotarian Suchanda Banerjee, of course, Rotarylet Chirag Banerjee. DRR, the district Rotaract representative, Harshraj Mishra. The DRFC, Sanjay Khenkaji. DGE, Sanjeev Thakurji, and his charming wife Poonam Thakur, DGND, SP Bagaria, PDGs, past presidents, and secretaries. Let me say a big thank you to all Rotarians, partners of Rotary, friends of Rotary, and guests. Thank you, my gifters, Dil se. I would like to thank, being very grateful to IPDG Rajan Gangotra as his words of encouragement, and Anju Gangotra ma'am always being at his side. His able guidance has always encouraged us. Thank you, Team IFRM, dance team of Rotary Club West, and of course, Samriddhi Mitra. I thank you all well-wishers, Rotarian Murli Manohar, District Events and OCB, and Abhishek Akela ji for his e-governance, for their support
vision, and commitment. I thank Rotarian Narendra Rao for his unstinted support for the function and managing the operations. I owe special gratitude to NOC, that is the Master of Ceremonies, oh, of course, Rotarian A. Sharat Chandran, and Pranav Rao, who worked so hard to ensure that this occasion becomes a success. Thank you, Mugdha. I thank all the distinguished invitees present here, accepting our invitation and showering their divine presence. Last but not the least, I would like to thank the press and the entire Rotary fraternity and the Rotaractors. This is the Prarambh. Good night, all, one and all. Thank you and have a wonderful, successful year.
That was Assistant Governor Sandeepaji. Moving on, maybe now have Sergeant at Arms, Rotarian Sanjeev Raman. Please give us Sergeant at Arms report.
Thank you, Rotarian Sharat. Today, with all Rotarians, Rotarians and all the guests, we had 207 participants for this event. And I will take the liberty to say one small thing. Rotarian Kamal Sangvi had mentioned that he loves stories, and I'll take the liberty of a small 30-second story to sum up the thing. There was a father and a son who were walking, a 5-year-old son who were walking by the stream, and the stream had a lot of pebbles. The father thought that the son may slip. So he asked the son, "Hold my hand." The son said, "No, you hold my hand." The father asked, "What is the difference?" The son said, "If I hold your hand and if I slip, I'm very sure that I will leave that hand. But if you hold my hand and if I slip, I'm very sure you will not leave my hand. And I trust that hand." Sir, you mentioned Rotary becomes active when disaster strikes. And I think that is the trust which the entire world community places on Rotary. And that is what we do at Rotary Club of Jamshedpur also. We win the trust of people. Thank you.
Thank you there. I would request each one of you to please stand up for the national anthem.
जय हे भारत भाग्य
Thank you once again to each one of you present here. With this, we come to the end of today's installation and the felicitation of our District Governor, Pratim Banerjee. Thank you once again and have a wonderful night, all of you.
हसीना से यूं मुलाकात हो गई, एक अजनबी हसीना से यूं मुलाकात हो गई। फिर क्या हुआ ये ना पूछो, कुछ ऐसी बात हो गई। एक अजनबी हसीना से यूं मुलाकात हो गई। वो अचानक आ गई यूं नजर के सामने, जैसे निकल आया घटा से चाँद। वो अचानक आ गई यूं नजर के सामने, जैसे निकल आया घटा से चाँद। चेहरे पे जुल्फें बिखरी हुई थी, दिन में रात हो गई। एक अजनबी हसीना से यूं मुलाकात हो गई। जाने मन जाने जिगर होता मैं शायर अगर, कहता गजल तेरी अदाओं पर। जाने मन जाने जिगर होता मैं शायर अगर, कहता गजल तेरी अदाओं पर। मैंने ये कहा तो मुझसे खफा वो जाने हयात हो गई। एक अजनबी हसीना से यूं मुलाकात हो गई। खूबसूरत बात ये, चार पल का साथ ये, सारी उम्र मुझको रहेगा याद। खूबसूरत साथ ये, चार पल का साथ ये, सारी उम्र मुझको रहेगा याद। मैं अकेला था मगर बन गई वो हमसफर, वो मेरे साथ हो गई। एक अजनबी हसीना से यूं मुलाकात हो गई। फिर क्या हुआ ये ना पूछो, कुछ ऐसी बात हो गई। एक अजनबी हसीना से यूं मुलाकात हो गई। फिर क्या हुआ ये ना पूछो, कुछ ऐसी बात हो गई।
Try to unmute. क्या हुआ? अनम्यूट कर दिए। अब क्या?
Good evening.
Good evening, good
Hello.
evening.
Pratim da, good evening.
Good evening.
सब कोई है, सब कोई है, सब कोई हो रहा है।
अरे
Good evening, sir.
Pratim da, good evening.
वकील को गुड इवनिंग हो रहा है ना, गुड इवनिंग वकील दा।
Good evening. Good
बहुत
evening.
बहुत
Congratulations
बधाई।
to all. Congratulations,
Yeah, yeah, you are there, you're there.
Badai, badai, Pratim.
Good evening.
Hi, Sweta. Thank you.
Hi, Sangeeta ma'am.
Hello.
Hi, Satnam here. Satnam here. Hi, good evening.
Good evening, Sweta ma'am.
How are you?
Good evening.
And all the
Good
best.
evening.
Thank you, all the best. Good evening, good evening.
Good evening. Good
Good
evening.
evening, everybody.
Good
Enjoy.
evening and all
Good
the
evening.
best. Ah, thank you, thank you. Bye.
Great show, Sangeeta and Shweta.
कुमार सिंह के बार बार
Thank you, Shweta. Thank you, thank you.
I know. It was nice. I just heard few songs. Pratim,
Oh, Sunil.
congratulations. Sweta Chand, you do always a good job.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Everybody else also, all of us do. Thank you. Thanks.
आप भी कुछ बोलिए। अरे बहुत बहुत बधाई प्रतिम।
Hi, Joey.
Good evening. Bye bye.
अच्छा हो गया आनंद।
Hi, pretty Sahasra and Maya.
हाँ।
6:30
आज
खाना रेडी होगा तो भाई गया हुआ बैठा करके वहाँ बैठा हुआ। तो 12 बजे बैठने लगा।
अब कुछ कार्यक्रम बचा है?
বন্ধ হয়ে গেছে না, এখন একটু খুললো, কিন্তু তারপর আবারও এখন মানে এটা আমার কথা তো শুনতে পাচ্ছি কিন্তু
चलो
Best wishes. Good night. And bye-bye.
निकलना है अब तो।